Hi there, my name is Dmitry Emelianov. I'd like to show you today how to play Tic-tac-toe game from Autodesk Inventor via Autodesk Vault. So let's start. To begin game, you are first of all, of course, reading rules. I beg your pardon for Russian interface of my software, but almost all functions are placed in same place as in other locations: English, French, etc. So commands name almost always have same number of words, but not always same number of letters, and always same icons as in your interface. Meanwhile, let's continue. So we are checking out Tic-tac-toe assembly to our workspace, and it opens in Autodesk Inventor. There are several logic rules that manage the game. So pop-ups window that asks you to make a turn. To make a turn, you just select next field. Here are the numbers of fields, and they have a max. That means the board situation. So also you have the value of next player scene. Now always makes its turn. So let's start from middle of the board. This is fifth cell, and press OK. So you can see a piece in all stone. Then you just of course you have to be logged into the Vault through Autodesk Inventor. So you are logging to the Vault games via your account. So while you are logged in, you can now check out your assembly. So you've checked it out, and in your version with tone, it's like a log of game, like chess game, checkers game, that stores all the turns that players made. So then other player, not even administrator, let's select other player like Michael. Michael logs in and checks out his file. So because the file were opened in Inventor, he has to make his turn manually. So he calls iLogic form and he sees that Access makes their turn and selects any of 3 cells. He can select field number 1 according to his strategy. So he did so, and the cross appears in that cell. Okay, you can turn your board. Let's change to perspective view. Maybe you'd like to change style, maybe realistic, maybe some kind of painting. Oh, that's quite fine style. So then you check this file out. Checks your file in. So in other workstation, someone next player, like still same administrator, logs in Vault and opens Tic-tac-toe file, updates all its properties. So he thinks where should he place his stone. So let's place in second cell. Here is it, second. To prevent crosses, to make a line in here. So let's play quite fast and crosses next time make their turn in fourth cell. They can see that O's are going to make a line here. So they places the cross, checks out file, and finally O's make the turn to the 8th cell, and here is it, O's won. You can see the line, and now the first any of player checks in assembly and reviews file. So game first is ended. You can play in couples of games or triads of games. So you play 2 times, and then if one of you wants more than 1 times, you change your revision to number 2 and to next number. So you can write comment owls won. But now I don't know how can I logic manage check-in, check-out to Autodesk Vault. Maybe sometime later I'll tell you how to do this thing. But now let's view how it's work. You can see all the steps of your game, and roll back any of these steps. So there are several rows. The main row is tic-tac-toe. All the fields states are stored in properties, parameters from F, that means field 1 till F9. There are multi-value text parameters that can receive these values. Dash O or X. So you can even change state of your board here. So let's make board visible and place X to F3. Here is it. Rows are go and work while you are changing any of these parameters. So there is a parameter next player. That means whose turn is next. And next field, that means whose turn where should be placed next stone. I mean stone is game checker or chip. And flash board is logical value. That means that's time to throw all the checkers from the board. So there are all the checkers placed on the board. These iLogic rows manages the visibility of them. So here you can see all the checkers visible. And what about tic-tac-toe rule? You have a variable string a that's gathered from the whole field. There are no arrays, just dump coding. You can download all this code and all this assembly near by the link in the end of the video. So there are several check-ins. If we have to flash board, we are flashing it, running raw flash board, and updates this document. Then next step, we are filling the board, stepping through all the fields or cells step by step. And if we are having next turn defined by player, we are placing a new chip on board. So after flashing, we are showing message board is clear, and if player going to place his checker onto busy field, he receives the message try free field. And one moment. And here is visibility of chips on the board. If it's a dash seen in the string, so there is no chip in this cell. If all field are all seen, so just tag place it. Other way, tick place it. So it's tick, tack, maybe toe. So, and in the end we are checking if the line is completed. So row were ran and there is result. Visibility changed according to these parameters. So flash board just makes all parameters to dash, and next field is flashed to 0, and if previously flashboard was true, that was a condition to enter the row. If it was true, this part of row is runs, and then flashbots is swaps to false. So, and check line row is the most dummy row. There are all combinations of lines. If some of them is XXX or O, so X ones or O ones, other way. So, and show form is shows form make turn while you are opening this assembly. So I'll translate for you. This means new document, while we have new document. Autodesk Inventor runs row show form, and after document opening we can run row show form 2. And so that's it. Visit us on zippybytes.blogspot.com, and there you can download all these assemblies and code. See you in next video. Sincerely yours, Dmitry Emelianov, also known as Miva Niza, from Dnipropetrovsk, Ukraine, with love. And the last thing, of course, you can make a drawing of your board state. So you create new drawing and places your board on it using any style and scale you like. Ta-da!